Good morning, evening, and or night, wherever you all may reside within our beautiful world. I am D Venom, and welcome to another episode of Raising Vibrations. Anyway, you guys, I shot a episode for you all last night. I was sitting in the Walmart parking lot, and it was pretty much beginning to storm. It was lightning from a distance. It was lightning from a distance, and it pretty much indicated that it was going to be a approaching storm. So I wanted to get done with the podcast as soon as I possibly could and make it in. Not that I'm afraid of storms or anything like that. I absolutely love being a part of the rain when it does rain here in Arizona or anywhere. I like to drive in the rain or just get a few sprinkles on my skin and my clothes and all of that type of stuff and just be a kid, just play in the rain. Anyway, aside from the storm, I was extremely tired, and I've been utilizing a lot of energies on a lot of different projects, including my mind, body, and spirit. I've been working on my nesting quarters. I've been putting a lot of energy, thought, research, and whatever else into my social media platforms, including Podbean. So all of the things that I've been doing behind the scenes is utilizing a lot of my energies. So last night I felt very depleted, and I kind of messed up on my podcast after reviewing it, so I felt the need to sleep on everything. Though I was going to post it last night, thank God I ended up getting tired and I slept on everything, and now today is a whole new day. And yeah, sometimes you have to sleep on some things or let some things rest and or simmer, come back to them, and smooth things out. So anyway, you guys, I want to talk to you all about the weekend, but and not the singer, the weekend in regard to days of the week. We'll get into that in a second, but let's focus on some other things. I'm not sure if I am making too many Podbean episodes or not. Now, I'm feeling like I'm not making too many Podbean episodes. I feel like I am on track in regard to the release of content. I see some people, due to scheduling, put out episodes every week. Some people put out episodes, probably every month. I'm putting out episodes practically on a daily basis. So I'm not sure if that is too much for you guys, or should I slow down? Or should I just keep going? At this point, now remember, I told you guys I was working at a casino, and I decided to sever ways from that casino. I will tell you guys the story probably at another different time and date, and ask the question, is it safe for individuals that are functioning addicts, especially, drugs and things of that particular nature, to be working in a casino setting? But we won't talk about that right now. We'll talk about that at a different time and date, as I just mentioned. But anyway, yes, making too many episodes. I'm in between looking for another job, and with whatever little time that I do, I have a lot of time on my hands in order to dedicate to my platforms and stuff like that as of right now. But once I get back into corporate America and people, places, and things start taking up an abundance of my time, I won't be able to release as many episodes like I'm doing right now. So I feel like I'm ahead of the game by releasing, multiple episodes to keep you guys entertained while I can. So I just wanted to put that out there. So I hope I am not in your ears wrecking y'all nerves, on a daily basis or on a semi-daily basis. I'm hoping that I'm in your ears, spreading some type of joy and raising some form of vibrations to keep you guys happy and enthused. All right, moving on. So this angelic phenomenon is still following me. Yesterday, I woke up to, I believe it was 922 angelic number. I took some notes here, and no, 722 is what I woke up to, and 733 followed me, 744 followed me, 844 followed me, 123 followed me, 1010 followed me, and I have a story in regard to 1010, 1144, 133, and it just kept going throughout the night. Now, 1010, yesterday, not realizing what time it was, even though I could have looked at my stereo, my car's phone, I mean not my car phone, but my car's stereo's clock. I could have looked at that time, but I was so enthused with something else I wasn't even worried about, I just wasn't worried about the time. I pulled into a Circle K and pulled up to pump number 10. Why I pulled up to pump number 10, I don't know. I just know that I pulled up to pump number 10 to get gas. I was originally going to get $10 worth of gas. I mean $8 worth of gas, but I ended up getting $10 worth of gas. I remember telling the guy at the cash register, I want 10 on 10. And then I thought about it and I'm like, oh wow, 10-10. So anyway, the person shortly thereafter was like, oh wow, speaking of 10-10, it's now 10:10 p.m. So I was literally shocked. I'm just like, you are kidding me. It is not 10:10 p.m. after we just got done talking about this whole 10:10 thing. And I looked at my watch. My watch was a couple of minutes faster, but I went with what the guy said behind the register. If it's 10:10, damn it, it's 10:10. Anyway, I went out, got the gas. I was happy. I mean, this whole synchronicity thing and this angelic number phenomenon and the spiritual realm in general are, how can I say it? They are some motherfuckers, and not in a bad way. I used to rock with Satan because I was, a huge methamphetamine addict, and don't get me wrong, I still relapse here and there. I know the powers that he can bring into a situation, and, he's a powerful entity. But now that I am putting more of my mind, body, and spirit into the spiritual realm, I really see the powers that they possess. And I love it. The fact that I am followed by these numbers and the fact that these numbers are guiding me to where I need to be in regard to my spiritual path. I absolutely love it. Anyway, let me see here. I'm reading my notes. Oh, and speaking of, while I was on my YouTube platform doing some things, I was reading my comments. Now, I don't give a fuck about what people have to say in regard to my videos, good or bad, but I rather take the good over the bad any time. Now, a handful of the comments were negative, and I addressed them. I was going to allow my ego, to have some fun and cuss some motherfuckers out. I'm a Scorpio. I will cuss your ass out deeply. Won't care about your feelings or anything like that once I get started. But I allowed my higher self to take the lead, and I addressed those people accordingly. Now, the good comments are definitely what I focused on. I hearted those individuals and addressed them. There was one comment which I am going to screenshot that I wish I would have screenshot and, wrote down or whatever, and I would have told you guys in regard to exactly what they said verbatim. But paraphrasing, they said that basically I am, and you are as well, a gift from God. And the fact that I am able to see these synchronicities and these angelic numbers, and the fact that they are with me on a daily basis, just like they are with you, but the fact that they are guiding me and just doing what these angelic numbers are supposed to be doing since the beginning of this phenomenon is a blessing in itself. And individuals such as myself are mentioned in the Bible on several of occasions. And we are the individuals that you just don't, excuse my French, that you just don't fuck with. We are chosen. And we're chosen for a reason. I am created this particular way, the good and the bad, for a reason. And whatever that reason may be, I'm still unsure, but I know that it's to raise or help raise the vibrations of this universe. I'm going with it. But we are all special in our own little way, you guys, is what I'm saying in a nutshell. But some of us are a lot more special than others, and that is okay. We possess a little bit more powers than what others do, and that's fine. Anyway, I'm going to talk about the weekend, but not as of yet. I was going to touch down on something in regard to what I was just talking about in regard to, being special and having, special powers and stuff like that. But I'll get back on that in a minute if I can, get my frame of thought back to where I had it. You guys know that I'm highly ADHD, and without notes, I will forget some stuff. Anyway, the weekend. I wanted to really touch down in regard to the weekend for a particular reason, especially for us individuals whom deal with substance abuse. Now, The Weeknd is a popular singer, and that's not who I'm speaking of. I'm speaking of the days of the week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, etc., etc. No, that wasn't a gunshot. I am across the street at the park at my house, and there's like a little dog park thing where, dogs can run and play and all of that type of, it's like a theme park for dogs. And they can run and play and shit and piss and mate and do all of that type of stuff. Anyway, the weekends. I know that when I used to live in Las Vegas, the weekends were very, very trying times for myself, especially for someone whom is trying to reach a certain level of sobriety. I remember that I would be in pain, literally, behind closed doors, trying to make it through the weekend, knowing that people that I would get high with were out there getting high, having sex, watching porn, and just being ratchet. I wanted to be a part of that so motherfucking bad that it had me in pain, on the couch, in depression, and whatever else the case may be. I remember that I set boundaries while living in Las Vegas, but at the same time, those boundaries were disrespected and, pretty much torn down because I wasn't standing in my power like I am right now. And people would come knocking at my door, at random times of the night or day, and, asking if I wanted to party. Or they would call me at random times of the day and or night, asking me if I want to party. And that word party I've heard it so much while being caught up in the matrix, to the point where I'm so sick of hearing the word party, I don't know what the fuck to do. It could be a regular ass party with balloons, clowns, and all type of shit, and I would think that it meant the other form of party. You know what I'm saying? Because I've heard it so much while being caught up in the Matrix. It's just like, oh my God, are you serious? I mean, party. Yeah. Comment and let me know if you have been caught up in the Matrix, or if you are caught up in the Matrix and you hear that word party. Oh my God. It is so annoying to hear that word, even though anyway, we're going to get enough for the party aspect of it all. But yes, you guys, just know that you can make it through. I'm turning to my podcast and other hobbies in order to make it through. I will not lie. I did relapse yesterday, and I did use, and I also tried to score, but the universe had other plans for me and intercepted, and everything is fine as of today. There has been no methamphetamine usage, and I am very happy about that. The money, unfortunately, that I withdrew from my account, that I know damn good and well I did not need to be withdrawing, in order to score, drugs, unfortunately, I will be putting back into my account, because I need that shit for bills and rent and whatever else the case may be, which is a part of bills. So I can't be spending any money impetuously on any motherfucking thing that is not going to benefit me in the long run. So after I get done with this podcast, I will be going to deposit that money back into my damn account. Anyway, you guys, it's hard with this whole addiction thing, and it is the weekend, and the fact that I know that people whom I party with are doing their thing. I want to be a part of that, as I said earlier, but it's just not good for me, and it's not good for you either, to be a part of people, places, and or things that are not going to serve your highest good or your higher good. So try your best, you guys, to maintain through the weekend. If you're invited to parties or get-togethers or gatherings, and you know that you're going to use regardless, set a limitation for yourself if you can, or try not to use it all, or better yet, don't go to that fucking functioning and just stay your ass at home and find a fucking hobby to do. Dig in your ass, do something aside from doing drugs. Anyway, you guys, stay strong, and we will make it through in regard to the weekends and our addictions in general. I'm pissed off because, oh my God, I really want to touch down in regard to what I was talking to you all about earlier, about a lot of us having our own special powers and things of that particular nature. And, some of us know what to do with it and some of us don't. At this point, I still don't know what to do with all of the powers that have been given to me congenital via source and or the universe. But the more that I put myself in certain trials and or tribulations, the more that I see and feel the powers that be. Anyway, you guys, let me end this content. Remember, stay strong regardless of anything, and we will make it in regard to a month of sobriety, a week of sobriety. Shit, before you know it, it'll be a year of sobriety. We will have our sobriety. Trust me, you guys. I am D Venom. Again, this is Raising Vibrations Podcast. You guys have a good one, and namaste.